What up, y'all? It's your boy, Night 2727. Let's talk a little bit about this damn game, WWE2K16. What's wrong with it? Well, for one, The Rock. Of course, oh, Night, you're always talking about The Rock. Well, because The Rock is probably the greatest of all time. He's just hands down the most popular wrestler to ever exist. Over Hogan, over John Cena, over Stone Cold, Sting. He is literally the most popular wrestler to ever exist. With that being said, WWE 2K14, The Rock was on the cover and his moves weren't fixed, of course, obviously, because nobody cares about The Rock as far as WWE games because he doesn't need the WWE. Now, remember, there was not one if you smell what The Rock is cooking in the entire game of WWE 2K14. Stone Cold Steve Austin, he says, and that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so a million times throughout the game. Huh. Showcase mode is done up really well with a ton of cutscenes and all of that stuff. And instead of looking at the people's punches, not fixed. Now the one where there was a little hand up and he smacks you, that's new. But here's the catch: it's almost impossible to hit. I believe it was 12, like I said a million times. The punch combo, The Rock was the only one in the game who could not fix it. I'm not sure which one it was. It was from 12 and up or something. But he could not finish his combo. You would have to hope to stun him with that last strike and then let go of the button, hold the button to do a strong strike to only hit the one where he smacks you, then does this weird animation and then hits you. Right? So that's one of the things. Now, most of his moves have been taken out. All of his taunts from like Here Comes the Pain, the PlayStation 2 era, all his taunts that express his body language are gone. Now, the animations now are crap. They suck. All the animations are pretty trash, especially in comparison to the other ones from the PlayStation 2 era. I know they were a little exaggerated, but just keep that style because it captured the body language, and not even just The Rock. Like I said in one of the other videos for WWE 2K16, it was like Chris Jericho, RVD, Booker T. Those were great years for those people as far as like just body language. And like I said, there was stances you could just stand. Like Kurt Angle, he'd be all aggressive and he'd shoot at you and stuff like that. Kane might stand tall and occasionally fix his glove. Just little individual body language as far as just standing, and then there was movement with that, so you could walk and feel like that superstar, as long as way better animation for each of the moves that captured and expressed their body languages, which does not even come close to existing in the brand new games. Um, I'm just disgusted. I, all right. Now with me, my favorite rock was from the era of 2001, and it was the "If You Smell Did-a-Doom," what the rock dum is cooking. It was with the drums. Um, there's the other one. It's kind of similar, and it's just like the Rock says, the Rock, not that one, the one after that. Okay, that's the one after, and the one basically the one in WWE 2K16 they had the Rock from Vengeance in 2001. I said, okay, 2001. Obviously, I'm gonna get my theme finally, the theme that I love the most. No, YouTube did. Vengeance 2001 came up, The Rock versus Chris Jericho, and he comes out with the WCW Championship. They're calling it the World Championship or whatever, and yeah, because he got that from Booker T in SummerSlam. So it's just like that whole theme, that whole era Rock. You can look it up right now, YouTube it right now. The Rock, Chris Jericho, Vengeance 2001. Listen to that theme. That's not in the game. They had the one before that, so they intentionally do little things like that to just piss me off. The new Rock Bottom that I was all excited about, upon further inspection, that actually affects the head. What? It's not a Stone Cold Stunner, an RKO, a DDT, Sweet Chin Music. Tombstone Pile Driver. Why does the rock bottom affect the head, knowing damn well that any other game, the rock bottom affects the body? More nonsense. Fine. There's multiple sharpshooters. I can give the rock. Fine. Simone drops. Fine. Overhead belly to belly throw from the Irish whip. Fine. Spinning back elbow, his face to mat slam is gone. If you kind of lean over for a back body drop off an Irish whip and you telegraph it, he'll pick your head up and then slam it and then kind of run off a bit. That's gone. So some of his moves are gone. The people's punches, I mean, it's literally just like You know, not all the smack and everything that you used to have. It's literally just like some weird punch. Now, the people's punches are still in the game, but they do not give it to The Rock. He does not have the people's punches. Now, why doesn't The Rock have the people's punches? Because they gave him the head punch, which I normally give him because it's closer. Now, everybody else has the same punch, The Rock. You can go play any one of the ones on PSP. That's old as dirt. Not even the Vita, the PSP. And every animation for The Rock will be better. And it's just disgusting that how they're doing him because he's my favorite wrestler of all time. And every time I play one of these games, it's just something, just something. And on top of that, if you go look into some of the moves, like one of Edge's DDTs, one of his impalers actually affects the body and not the head. There's actually a ton of moves that I've been seeing that the damage is completely in the wrong spot. I wouldn't be so surprised if like a freaking Sweet Chin music affected the leg. You know what I mean? There's like I forget the moves. I can actually look into it again and just make a whole video. I'm actually considering making a video about everything that is wrong with The Rock, making it in one video because I'm the only person who stands up for the great. It's just absolutely disgusting. The inaccuracy, like I said, there's Mike Tyson who's an Asian guy. Couldn't have just made him some random black guy. It has to be like an Asian dude. Didn't you already have like a contract with him to get him in the game? So why is he an Asian dude? It's just horrible. And I mean, just like there's more inaccuracy with The Rock. I played as the '98 Rock, the very first Rock you can unlock. I'm not sure if it was '98, '97, something like that. But the Rock with the sideburns and all that. Yeah, that one. I was like, Well, I said in the other video, what about The Rock? Once I unlock Retro Rock, let's see about his Spine Buster. The regular one. The one where they destroy the animation and he doesn't pop up as much with all of that energy of The Rock. Yeah, the '98 Rock, guess what Spine Buster he has? The one with the flex from Raw 1000. The one that he did on the Big Show, and he's all flexing and walking after the same people's. I mean, the same one that sets up the people's elbow. But after you do that, the same spine buster, and he kind of walks around. You can't do the people's elbow. You kind of have to just kind of, and just kind of like keep walking around. You can't do it. You can't just hit it. You have to walk around a bit until you're able to find the button that just says that finisher and not charged finisher. So you can't hit the spine buster and go directly into the pupil's elbow. You just cannot do it because they don't want you to be able to do it. Now, look it all up. If you don't believe me, look it up. Buy the game or whatever, look it up. I'm getting disgusted. Seriously, this very well be my last WWE game. I'm getting tired of it. It's just like Fire Pro Wrestling 1 on the Game Boy Advance is a better wrestling game than any of these wrestling games that has been out. Oh, a suplex and they both stay down? It's been in that Game Boy Advance game. The created character was so detailed that you can literally program percentages of every move and create a personality to make him seem like whatever wrestler you made. Can't do that. We can't do that now. Crowd emotion, crowd chanting, counting with the ref. 1, 2. When they kick out, they start screaming. If you make somebody bleed, a lady in the audience will scream. There's actually a rest system where you actually had to rest. Computer AI, multiple counters for multiple moves. Like if I go for a suplex, which they just added in this one, you can kind of stop him and then go for a suplex of your own, or wait until he picks you up and then there's a different spot to counter and you'll slip behind him or something. Yeah, it's been in that Game Boy Advance game. And it's just a better experience. Like it's literally, if you just look up Fire Pro Wrestling, you might be able to find it on a virtual console or something. Or I know if you have a PlayStation 3, you can get Fire Pro Wrestling X, I want to say. I wish Nintendo would actually get the common sense to release the Game Boy Advance version of Fire Pro Wrestling, put it on the Wii U virtual console, but they won't do that. Wrestling games suck. WWE2K16 is okay. They did some better things as far as like counters, match flow, but as far as accuracy to certain superstars who are outrageously important, they dropped the ball. Kicked it, stumbled, fumbled, got sniped, whatever you want to call it. It's disgusting. WWE, they suck. Like, not even just the company. I understand some of the things, like people like Randy Orton should have been pushed, obviously, from the gate and never played second fiddle to John Cena. who is a cancer to the WWE. Him as a person, I can't hate on him because I don't know the dude as a person, but his character is freaking garbage. He's just that guy. Like, you know what? You guys should hate Stone Cold too because he's John Cena. They're the same person. Stone Cold kicks out of every damn thing, you know, and he's just like he always is just like this unstoppable force. You know, he'll get trashed or whatever and just stunner, and you know what I mean? Like no matter what you do to Austin, if you poke him in the eye and then try to attack him, he'll counter right after getting poked in the eye or a freaking low blow or something. He's the original John Cena, and he's a WCW guy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a WCW guy, and you love him. Whatever, like who you want to like, but I'm just saying, I'm Captain Controversy, so why not? I drop a freaking comment on a YouTube video and I hear about it for the next month. I do these kind of things. But I mean, honestly, like, just looking at the truth, that's what my channel's about. I'm gonna speak the truth, I'm not gonna pull the punches. Wrestling is my favorite genre of video games, all time. I love wrestling, but I'm not gonna sit there and hold my tongue because, you know, it's wrestling. They're lazy. They're extremely lazy. Um, I'm not 100% sure, and I'll admit when I'm not 100% sure, but I have not seen a crawl to the rope break. With this new stupid submission system, I believe they just took out more realism. So now you're going to have to wait a couple of games to probably get that back. Still don't have to be able to hold the submission, which you could do in 06. A lot of the game features from 2K16 are actually from 06. I was just playing it on the PSP. I still have it. As far as like all that chain wrestling stuff or like the beginning of the match, comes from that. Ooh, late in the match, you put him in like a headlock, and while he's in a seated position, and he starts hyping himself up, then he starts elbowing his way out. That's actually in 2006, and he took it out, and they're just now bringing it back. You guys are like, it's so new. It's not. These games are all they do is they take certain elements and then they remove them and then they bring them back. Like a tornado tag elimination is just now coming back. And it was in like the older games. Created a championship, you know, they took it out for a while, now they're bringing it back. They still do not have match options, so I can't make that 6-man battle royal pinfall and elimination only. That was pure intensity because unlike the elimination chamber, everybody starts in a ring at the same time. So you just have to survive. That's pure skill. They took out the gauntlet mode, I believe. That sucks. Just now brought back handicap match. Like, why are you bringing stuff back? It should have already been in the game. That hurts universe mode as well because my universe modes are triple threat elimination only. That's how the rules were. That promotes better skill. You gotta play better. You gotta be smart about your decisions and make sure you don't get trashed and you win. Rather than waiting for somebody to hit their finisher, then do a strong Irish whip and then take their pin. You know what I mean? It's just not the same. Special guest referee mode is gone. That was the greatest referee in the history of online. I am the greatest referee. Called it down the middle every single time. Always kept it legit. If you cheated me, I'll whoop your ass. But, you know, it's just that the WWE games suck. They really do. They try. Not really. But they're just making money off of it. Video games suck. I'm about to just retire. I guess I'll try Call of Duty Black Ops 3. These games are really going downhill. What made these other games so good was the effort that they put into it and the game modes and stuff that you had, the computer AI and all that stuff, even for back in the day. Actually quite incredible. And the animations, like I said, in older wrestling games that captured body language of every wrestler now doesn't even come close. It's like, what are you guys even doing? It's really getting sad. I'm Knight2727 and I speak the truth about these nonsense. This is why my channel is always interesting, but I don't get all the views that I actually deserve, so oh well. Bunch of racism, got a video that went viral, over 1 million views, got called a bunch of racial stuff. They flagged my video, got it taken down, and my efforts for YouTube just kind of slowly decreased because of, you know, just stupidity. And we're just in an era as to where you can't speak the truth, you can't say anything positive, and you have to just do a bunch of dumb things in order to get a bunch of views. But I still got my pride, my integrity, and I'm still gonna keep it the way I am. So, yeah, this is just a quick little rant video about WWE2K16. There probably will be more on the way. I'll still be tossing some crap up there as far as videos, matches, showcase, my career mode, see if I can actually scan my face into the game, which is another thing that I'm actually quite mad about because I actually uploaded my painting of The Rock. Yeah, my actual painting of The Rock, which you can see that one right there. Yeah, that's actually up there. I'm trying to. I think I got to re-upload it to make it a crowd sign. That's more so what I really want. So you can just kind of download my sign, which is fan art, and a fan in the crowd will be holding it up when The Rock's out. Pretty cool. Um, I scanned my face in. I just did it like from my phone on the app, and I just kind of just not the app, but just on the website, upload it, and a regular vertical picture is now turned horizontal. And it's just like, okay, well, I'll upload a horizontal picture, maybe it'll flip it. Nope. So whatever vertical picture I put in will be flipped horizontally, making it not work. The game is just so buggy. Pinfalls, you'll be bugging. Oh yeah. One more thing. I wasn't able to record it because I was actually broadcasting, so I wasn't able to record. But there was a glitch within the showcase mode versus Dude Love. I actually decided to just put him through a table randomly. I was in a party. My boy Jigsaw718. Shout out to my boy Jigsaw718. Wanted to see me put him through the table, so I put him through the table with a Stone Cold Stunner. Then later on in the match, after a cutscene, the table was actually kind of revived without the cover. So I kind of went over there and just dragged him, and they kind of started crawling on the table weirdly, and then I got stuck, and we both got glitched outside, and the ref actually counted us out, and I had to redo the entire match all over as if I never done it the first time. Yeah, once again, I'm Incident ITE 2727, the greatest of all time for core team deathmatch for Black Ops 2. Possibly the greatest of all time for Black Ops 3 once it comes out. The guy who will never, ever hush his mouth when it comes to The Rock being cheated in WWE games. Now better hear it if you smell what The Rock is cooking, because that is the most popular catchphrase. I don't care. Most iconic, popular catchphrase. I'm sure more people know that. Whatever catchphrase you want to say is better than the little stupid countdown that they had or whatever, I guarantee you more household people will know if you smell more than any other catchphrase ever. Especially the current ones. Even the Yes movement. You got to be a true fan to know that. There's a lot of people who don't even watch wrestling. They can tell you if you smell The Rock is cooking. They can tell you who The Rock is, Dwayne Johnson or whatever. Just hate it. Yeah. Thanks for watching.